dear student, this is my third video on derivative. Now first video what I did is the formula and its application, and second video the numerical applications, and third video what I'll do is the derivative of multiple valued functions. Now these things are important. Now try to understand what are multiple valued functions. Now say find dy by dx of the following. Now y is equals to x squared plus 2x to the power 4. Now say now its degree is 4. Now first of all what you have to do is you have to differentiate, you have to consider this whole thing is x to the power 4. First power functions that you have to differentiate, then after the completion of the power function again then you have to differentiate the inner function. First you have to differentiate this quantity, second derivative you have to apply over here. This is the first power function, then second inner functions. Now I'll start. What you have to write is, if the given question this whole thing is considered as x, now then I'll write diff means differentiating with respect to x. Now y with respect to x is dy by dx. Now I'll apply the power function. Let us suppose this whole thing is x to the power n formula, 4 x square plus 2x to the power 4 minus 1 into dy by dx of the inner function, that is x square plus 2x. Now 4 x square plus 2x to the power 3 into, now dy by dx of x square, again I'll use x to the power n, 2 x to the power 2 minus 1 plus 2, and the derivative of x is 1. Now this becomes 4 x square plus 2x whole cube into 2x plus 2. Now then I'll take 2 common from this identity. Take 2 common. If I take 2 common, 4 2s are 8. Then I'll write this one, x plus 1 into x square plus 2x whole cube. Now this one is the differential coefficient. Now I'll do another question. The another question is y is equals to log of 3x plus 7. You know what the formula, dy by dx of log x is 1 by x. To differentiate this function, this whole quantity is considered as x. Log this whole thing is x. Now differentiating with respect to x. Now this is dy upon dx. Derivative of log this whole thing is x. Derivative log x is 1 by x, that is 3x plus 7 into dy by dx of 3x plus 7. Now this is 1 over 3x plus 7 into 3, derivative of x is 1 plus derivative 7 is 0. Now after simplification what we'll get, 3 over 3x plus 7, the answer. Now another question, y is equals to sin x to the power 5. Now actually sin x to the power 5 means we can write this as equals to sin x to the power 5. Now in this problem I'll use direct method. Again and again I'm not going to write dy by dx. Now say the derivative depends upon the number of given functions. First of all you have to differentiate the power functions, x to the power n formula. Then you have to go to the inside the power, that is sin x. Next is x. Now there are 3 functions. First you have to differentiate power, first one. Second you have to differentiate sin x, number 2. Third you have to differentiate x. Now 3 types that you have to use derivative formula. X to the power n, then sin x, then the derivative of x is 1. First is power, second is sin, the third is x. Now I'll differentiate this function diff with respect to x. Differentiating with respect to x. Now it is dy over dx. First I'll use power function. First of all I'll differentiate the power function. Power function means x to the power n formula. The sin x is considered as x. X to the power n is n minus 1. Now no need to write dy by dx again and again directly. Next is the derivative of sine x is cos x into the derivative of x is 1. Now what I did over here, first power x to the power n. Next is sine x, derivative of sine x is cos x and derivative of x is 1. Now what you will get, 5 sine, 5 minus 1 is 4, we can write sine to the power 4x cos x. This is our required answer. Now the second question, now say e to the power cos x. Now over here also there are three functions. E to the power cos x is 1, cos x is second, third is x. First I'll start with e to the power cos x, and derivative e to the power x is e to the power x. Now differentiating with respect to x dy by dx. E to the power cos x is e to the power cos x derivative into, now the derivative of cos x is minus sin x into the derivative of x is 1. 3 times I'll differentiate. First e to the power cos x, e to the power x formula. E to the power x is e to the power x, derivative cos x is minus sin x and derivative of x is 1. Now after simplification you will get minus sin x e to the power cos x. Now next is the derivative of y is equals to under root x square plus a square. Now say, to differentiate root you have to consider the whole thing is x, the inner function is x. First you have to differentiate root, then the inner function. Now differentiating with respect to x dy by dx. Now the derivative of root, this whole thing is x, derivative root x is 1 over 2 under root x square plus a square into the inner function is x square plus a. What will be the derivative of x square? 2 x to the power 2 minus 1 plus derivative of a square, it is a constant. A square is independent of any other variable, so derivative of any constant is 0. So after simplification you will get 2x over 2 under root x square plus a square. Cancel, it is x over under root x square plus a square. Answer. Now the second derivative, log of sec x plus tan x. To differentiate the log function, this quantity, whole quantity is considered as x. So derivative log x is 1 by x. Now differentiating with respect to x dy by dx. Derivative of log, this whole thing is x, so I'll write 1 over x, that is sec x plus tan x. Now then you have to differentiate the inner function, this function. Derivative sec x tan x plus derivative tan x is sec square x. Now then from these two expressions the common is sec x. If I take sec x common from the numerator, what will get? Tan x plus sec x divided by sec x plus tan x. These two quantities are same. Tan x plus sec x or sec x plus tan x is same, so we can cancel these two quantities. It is sec x. Then the derivative of log of sec x plus tan x is sec x. Now in this question, first question is root sin x cube. Now how many functions are there? Now first is root. First you have to differentiate root. Then after the derivative of root, then you have to go to the inside function, that is sin x cube. After that you have to differentiate x cube, and the last is x. That means 4 times that you have to use derivative. First root, then sin x cube, then x cube, then x dy by dx. Derivative root, let us suppose this one is x. It is 1 by 2 under root sin x cubed into, now next is sine. Derivative sine is cos x cubed into derivative of x cube is 3x, 3 minus 1 is 2 into derivative of x is 1. The final answer will be 3x square cos x cubed over 2 under root sin x cubed. This is the final answer. Now in the second question, now how many functions that you have to count the functions? First you have to differentiate cos. When you differentiate the cos functions, this angle sin x square is considered as x. Cos, let us suppose this one is x. After the derivative of cos, then move on to sin, then x square, then x. There are four formulas. First is sin, second is sin x square, third is x square, and the fourth is x. Now differentiating with respect to x, dx equals to derivative cos is minus sin. This thing, same thing that you have to write into. Now next is the derivative sin is cos x square into the derivative x square is 2x to the power 2 minus 1 is 1 into the derivative of x is 1. The final answer will be minus 2x cos x square sin of sin x square. Now this question is based on class 11 trigonometry. We cannot directly differentiate. If I directly differentiate this function, this one will be too lengthy. But if you use class 11 formula, it will be easy. Sub multiple angle, the formula is 2 sine square theta by 2 is equals to 1 minus cos theta. 2 cos square theta by 2 is 1 plus cos theta. And these two formulas are very important for integral also. If you are doing distance in derivative, okay, you have to apply the same thing in case of integral. Now I'll apply these two formulas over here to simplify this derivative. Under root 1 minus cos x, it is in terms of this 1 minus cos theta. 1 minus cos x, theta is x over here. Then we can write 2 sine square x by 2. Similarly, 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. So 1 plus cos x, theta is x over here. 2 cos square x by 2. That cancel. Now y is equals to under root sin square over cos square is tan square x by 2. On the root and square get cancelled, it is tan x by 2. Now after the simplification, now then you have to differentiate this function. Differentiating with respect to x, dy by dx. Derivative of tan is sec square x by 2 into, again you have to differentiate this angle, derivative of x is 1 divided by 2. The final answer will be dy by dx will be, therefore dy by dx is equals to half into sec square x by 2. These two formulas are very important. And now I'll differentiate this equation. Differentiating with respect to x, this one will be dy upon dx equals to, first of all you have to differentiate log. If you differentiate log, means the remaining quantity is considered as x. So log, this whole thing is x. Log x is 1 over tan pi by 4 plus x by 2 into, next after log tan, derivative tan is sec square pi by 4 plus x by 2 into, next is pi by 4. Derivative pi by 4, 0, constant, plus derivative of x is 1 by 2. Now we'll get this is equals to sec square pi by 4 plus x by 2 over 2 tan pi by 4 plus x by 2. Now in this question I'll tell you how to simplify the answer. Trigonometric simplification also I'll do. Now the simplified answer I'll try to calculate. Sec square means can I write 1 over cos square pi by 4 plus x by 2 divided by 2 into tan means we can write sine pi by 4 plus x by 2 over cos pi by 4 plus x by 2. This cos and one cos get cancelled. Now after this we'll get, this will come down over here, 1 over 2 sine pi by 4 plus x by 2 into cos pi by 4 plus x by 2. Now there is one formula in multiple angle class 11, that is sine 2 theta is equals to 2 sine theta cos theta. Now it is in terms of this right hand side form. Now say 2 sine theta cos theta means how much you can write? 2 sine theta cos theta means sine 2 theta. Now then multiply these two quantities, 1 over sine, multiply by 2, then it will be pi by 4 into 2 is pi by 2 plus x. This is 90 plus x. This is 1 into 90. Now then next I'll use the quadrant system. So 190 plus x. 190 plus x. Which quadrant? Second quadrant. In second quadrant, sign is positive. Sign is positive. But over here the multiple of 90 is 1, odd. This odd multiple of 90 means sign becomes cos. You did these things in class 11 trigonometry. 1 by cos is sec x. Therefore, dy by dx is equals to sec x. Simplified answer. Now, this much I'll do today. Now, next video again, the fourth video I'm going to upload on Saturday. Till then, you have to practice all these things. Thank you.